injury. Donald, the opportunity has been given to me once more by the great I Am, the Supreme Creator, so as to ensure that you have a wonderful DAY. Stay with us. I got more for you.
Ozone really gets it clean. Get with the Ozone family line of products. Ozone liquid laundry detergent, perfect for your semi or fully automatic washing machines, yet suitable for your hand wash, soft on your hands. Ozone disinfecting cleaner. It's the most powerful disinfectant and cleaner with a long-lasting fresh scent. Tackles every job around the house or office. Ozone detergent powder and ultra soft fabric softener gets your clothes clean with a natural freshness, keeps your colors bright. Choose from the wonderful scents, soft flower, ocean breeze, and the new aloe vera. Keep your kitchen sparkling clean with the Ozone dishwashing liquid, Ozone sponges, and cleaning cloth. Ozone toilet bowl cleaner removes lime scale and kills germs while giving your toilet a refreshing scent. Ozone really gets it clean. Marketed and distributed by Calico, Frequente St. George's, and are available at shops and supermarkets nationwide.
The public is advised that the Sales and Service Loans Department of the Grenada Cooperative Bank Sates branch has been temporarily relocated to McNeely Alley, upstairs Dr. Pemba Braveboy's office. The relocation became necessary to facilitate the renovation of the current structure. We apologize for any inconvenience that may be caused due to the relocation. Please note that no cash transactions will be conducted at the temporary office.
Who wants to save 30%? Everybody! Now more than ever, Flow understands the need to make your dollar stretch. Our new bundles can help you save 30% off your current bill. Plus, get a free speed upgrade on your in-home internet. Simply add your mobile to your current home services account and save 30%. It's easy. Sign up now and save. All on the most reliable fixed and mobile network on island. Visit a Flow store or call us at 1-800-804-2994 for more information. Flow, it only gets better. Terms and conditions apply.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at here, basically a whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs, with their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise. They will help you as they help us.
There comes a time in every household when a loved one passes on, and we all need the support and guidance of a trusted friend. Lacroix Brothers Funeral Home has been your dedicated friend. And now, for your convenience and added financial ease, we introduce specially designed complete funeral packages from as low as $5,500. Same professional quality services, but now greater choices at the lowest possible prices. As you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest, visit Lacroix Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. Conditions apply. Serving you from locations in St. George's, Grenville, and Carriacou. Call us at 440-2302 any time of day. LaCroix Brothers Funeral Home, continuing a tradition of excellence.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway, St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
The first word when you speak about furniture is classic. Yes, at Classic Furniture, they design and make the best in local furniture. All their products are made from the finest local wood available on island. You think it, they design it and make it to your expectations. The highest standards at the best possible price, and they also provide higher purchase for you, their valued customers. Located on Ben Jones Street in Grenville, with their factory at Chantimel in St. Patrick. That's where you need to visit when looking for products made of the finest local wood. They deliver and install items at no extra cost. Your satisfaction is their mission. The extra step is taken to ensure their customers are completely satisfied. They do doors and finished kitchens, supplies mattresses, and restores antique pieces to look like the first day they were made.
Hey, give us a call on 442-4645 and 442-9726.
Classic Furniture, Grenada's homegrown furniture producers.
It's a hungry world out there with everybody scrambling.
As we continue to mosey along on a Tuesday morning with the time now moving to 19 minutes and 45 seconds, and that's after the 7 o'clock hour. Guess what? Already got Jason Robertson from the Morris Bishop International Airport Meteorological Office. Let's say good morning to Jason. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning to you, Andre, and good morning to our listeners of Real FM. Let's take a look at the weather for today, Tuesday, the 5th day of April 2022. At Point Selene, it is fair. A moderate breeze is from the east at 22 miles per hour. The barometric pressure is 1013.6 millibars, which is above normal and rising. Present temperature 26.5 degrees Celsius, relative humidity 79%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 30.4 degrees Celsius and the minimum last night 25.9 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, we had no rainfall at the airport. The total for the month remains at 1.9 millimeters. Now for the public focus for Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique Valley for today and tonight. The weather is expected to be generally fair and breezy, becoming partly cloudy at times with few brief overnight showers. Today's maximum temperature should reach 30.5 degrees Celsius. The wind should be east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour. The sea should be moderate with waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. Tide is currently falling, will be low at 11:30 a.m. and high at 5:45 p.m. Sunset today 6:19, sunrise tomorrow 2 minutes after 6 o'clock. To repeat the forecast, the weather is expected to be generally fair and breezy, becoming partly cloudy at times with few brief overnight showers. From the Maurice Bishop International Airport, Jason Roberts reporting.
Thank you very much, Jason. Have a wonderful day and do take care of yourself and the family down there at the Maurice Bishop International Airport. 21 minutes it is after the hour of 7 o'clock. Yo, what's going down? I wonder what's happening in New York City at this time. Or for that matter, Cynthia. Yes, Cynthia Bartholomew. Cynthia is in, where's Cynthia now? Hold on, Andre. You need to get that. Cynthia is in Baltimore. Yeah. Baltimore, USA. That is where Cynthia is. So let's say good morning to Cynthia. Cynthia, how are you doing this morning? Have you checked in as yet? Oh yeah, you've checked in already. So how's Baltimore this morning? And Joan, what's happening in Birmingham? Yeah, my friend's down in Florida. And that gentleman, no, I wouldn't give his name. I keep telling you, I wouldn't give his name. I don't think, it's kind of like a security thing. You can't give his name. But he is in Iraq. Yeah. And he listens. He checks in ever so often. He let me know that he's listening. But I can't give his name. That will be a breach in security. Yeah, we kind of security conscious here. You didn't know that, right? So Real FM is all about it. You bet your bottom dollar on that one. Okay, where are my headphones today? Oh, there they are. And there's somebody online in. Oh, no, I didn't put my headphones on as yet. No, I didn't do that. I'm just, you want to see how I do it? Okay, another morning I'll show you how I get my headphones, where I get them from, and how I put them on, untangle them. No, tangle is not a correct word. But I have them on right now. So we've got a caller. Good morning, how you doing?
Hello, good morning.
Drumsticks, my girl. What's up?
I'm there.
Tell me.
Good morning to you. Good morning to the nation. I'm reading from the Word of God, Revelation chapter 22, verses 12. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be. I am the Alpha and the Omega. I'm the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to that tree of life, and may enter into the gates into the city. This is the end of the scripture reading.
And thank you so very much, my dear. How you doing as a family this morning?
Good, everybody all right?
You sure?
All right?
No, hold on. Steady. Olive?
Not Olive, no.
Who they?
Dillian.
Dylan alive?
Dillian is leaving Olive, but she's not going to live. Maybe she.
Dillian! Girl, I say you dead. I don't hearing from you at all. I say you give me up.
No, I don't give you up, man.
Have you know I miss you? But good to hear you. Everything good?
Yeah, for the time.
All right. Take care of yourself, eh?
Yeah, you too.
All right, then. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Okay. It's real. It's 91. This is our Real in the Morning Time. In case you're wondering, it's 25 minutes after the 7 o'clock hour. Don't want you to be late this morning. Do I have things to? Yeah, I got stuff. A gentleman here who is author, and he's doing a book launch, book tour, and whatever. Is he Grenadian? Yeah, he's Grenadian. But not necessarily based in Grenada. But so you're going to hear a bit more about that. And then we should be having Robert White stepping in this morning. Yeah. And then, of course, interesting conversation. I came upon something on social media, and I had a laugh. I had a laugh. I came upon something in relation to the airport. And persons are starting to criticize the government for what they consider to be a waste of funds at this time in relation to the development of the Maurice Bishop International Airport. Well, this is the most craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. Come on. And I'm not going to call the people name who are discussing this thing or who promoting this thing. You know why? because they should know better. And for me to call their name means I'm lifting them up in prominence this morning. No, I'm not lifting them up. I'm just lifting up the stupidity that they are becoming known for. Can you believe it? They're thinking that developing the airport. No, Barbados. Yeah, they mentioned Barbados and say, oh, recently, but ain't no damn recently. Yeah, I'm getting upset now. Ain't no recently. Recently is a year, 2 years. Barbados, if you look at the airport presently, it's a continuous process of development. Do you understand? We have started. We have started. And I believe that it'll be a continuous process of development spanning a couple of years. But now we shouldn't do it. We should use the funds to do it. Hacha. Hacha. It's as simple as this, you know. Bank lend you money to buy car. You think you could take bank money and go and buy bus? You can't do that. Bank lend you money to buy car. You understand? It's either you decide you don't want car, you don't want to move. It's as simple as that. Ain't no rocket science. It's come on. It is just disheartening the way some educated folks behave in this beautiful land of ours. You know what? I ain't even bothering talking about that right now again. I'll probably go back to it in a little while, but I'll take a break and come back, man.
Ozone really gets it clean. Get with the Ozone family line of products. Ozone liquid laundry detergent. Perfect for your semi or fully automatic washing machines. Yet suitable for your hand wash. Soft on your hands. Ozone disinfecting cleaner. It's the most powerful disinfectant and cleaner with a long-lasting fresh scent. Tackles every job around the house or office. Ozone detergent powder and ultra soft fabric softener gets your clothes clean with a natural freshness. Keeps your colors bright. Choose from the wonderful scents, soft flower, ocean breeze, and the new aloe vera. Keep your kitchen sparkling clean with the Ozone dishwashing liquid, Ozone sponges, and cleaning cloth. Ozone toilet bowl cleaner removes lime scale and kills germs while giving your toilet a refreshing scent. Ozone really gets it clean. Marketed and distributed by Calico, Frequente St. George's, and are available at shops and supermarkets nationwide.
Now more than ever, Flow is working hard to keep you connected to the things that matter most. Your family, your work, and your favorite entertainment. We are also providing Flow Study free of charge so students can stay connected and up to date with their schoolwork. And because your safety is our highest priority, you can manage your account from the safety of your own home through the MyFlow app. We are here for you, keeping you connected.
Our senior women's national team continues their CONCACAF Women's Qualifiers campaign. This time, they battle against the Cayman Islands on Wednesday, the 6th April 2022 at the Karani James Athletic Stadium. Kickoff time, 5 p.m. Get your limited tickets now for just $20 EC from the Grenada Football Association headquarters, Queen's Park. Grenada versus the Cayman Islands. CONCACAF Women's Qualifiers, Wednesday, 6th April from 5 p.m. at the Karani James Athletic Stadium. Feel the passion. Let's support the Spice Girls.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
Who
wants to save 30%? Everybody. Now more than ever, Flow understands the need to make your dollar stretch. Our new bundles can help you save 30% off your current bill. Plus, get a free speed upgrade on your in-home internet. Simply add your mobile to your current home services account and save 30%. It's easy. Sign up now and save. All on the most reliable fixed and mobile network on island. Visit a Flow store or call us at 1-800-804-2994 for more information. Flow, it only gets better. Terms and conditions apply.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the credit union of Grenville, takes you where you want to be. Feel secure with the Credit Union of Grenville, taking care of all your financial needs, including savings, loans, mortgages, and sound financial advice. Serving you with branches on Jubilee Street in Grenville, Lucas Street in St. George's, and coming soon, our Grandand sub-office. Call us on 442-8602 or visit one of our offices. With Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, your financial security is guaranteed.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at here, basically a whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
The parish priest and parishioners of the Holy Family Catholic Church, Riverside St. Patrick, invites you to their annual parish harvest on Easter Thursday, April 21st, 2022 at the Riverside Government School starting from 2 p.m. There will be lots of eats and drinks on sale such as cakes, pastries, confectionaries, chicken and chips, sauce, etc. You will be entertained by a popular DJ. A well-stocked bar awaits you. Come and enjoy with the family. We look forward to see you there.
Yeah, so what gives? Yo, they know it's Tuesday morning, we cool. Yeah, man, I cool. After this thing, how I nearly blow up there just now. Yeah, I nearly blow up, and I ain't calling the name, man. Stupidness. I might call the name one day, but not today. In relation to that, that's a whole heap of foolishness. It's like, here's what this is like. It's like, you have, check this out, right? Your mother, and so she left here like 25 years ago. Right? 25 years ago, your mom left here and your mom went to the States or went to some country in North America, Europe, wherever. And she decides that she's coming back home and decides, okay, fine, you know what? Let me build a house. So she builds the house and she ain't do so and put, the solar water kind of system thing. She ain't put that. She accustomed bathing in warm water because that's how you have to do it. Whether it's summer, autumn, winter, spring in North America, you have to use the heater, right? So mom built the house, mom ain't put that. When mom come, mom will, oh God, you water cold. But you didn't know that? You understand? So, okay, so you have to. Even if you believe that after a year, mom is going to get accustomed to the water again. But you have to put in that. So it is just like the airport. We have an airport. And we like to say that the revolution give us the airport. Okay, fine. Good. No matter Gary had thoughts about it, but revolution did it. Fine, we agree. How long ago was that again? The revolution was in when? The revolution failed in what, 83? I can't count too well. 83 and 10 is 93 and 10 is about 2003 and 10 is 2013 and 10 is 200 and what? 13 and 10? Like 23? So like next year, so 40 long years, next year is 40 long years. You get an airport and you ain't want to develop it? You ain't want to do something, make sure that you stop putting buckets to catch water because the roof leaking? You ain't want to do that? You ain't want to ensure that when British Airways touch down, a tire don't pop? Huh? I mean, come on. Where do you people get off? I'm getting tired of this, man. I'm going to retire. I can't continue like this. You put up my blood pressure every morning on garbage like this. Come on. Anyway, I did tell you. Yeah, let me come back down. Shh. Right, down. Did tell you, I'm going to have a gentleman, Mr. Matthew. He is. What Matthew? Eric. hold on, let me get it. Sorry, it's Eric Matthew. Oh, no, it's not Gary. Come on, I can't resurrect the Gary guy. You crazy? Mr. Matthew, good morning to you. How you doing?
Good morning and good morning, Grenada. I know.
Yeah.
All Grenadians all over the world.
They're thinking that it's Eric Matthew Gary. No, it's not the Gary guy. You see him there he is. He has a nice smile and that. So everything good? I haven't seen you for a while.
Yeah, I live in Miami and
Yeah, you Miami guy. Grenadian Miami.
Grenadian first.
That's why I said Grenadian Miami. Grenadian Miami.
Grenadian first.
Yeah, Grenadian first.
Yeah.
So how's life been? How you been? Tell us.
Great. I was diagnosed with cancer in 2016, but I'm doing pretty good. Yeah.
Did you spend time in hospital?
No. There's a lot of natural medicine. Yeah.
That took care of it?
Yeah. Natural medicine. It's been working so far since 2016.
Well, that's a long time.
Not
as long as the airport, but a long time still in. Yeah. So what sort of natural remedies you want to tell us? No?
There's one in Grenada called Kojo root, That's my main one.
Smell bad.
Kojo, yeah. Mm-hmm. Kojo root. It's when you go online, you wouldn't find Kojo root, but you find guinea hen weed.
Guinea hen weed. It's a big thing in Jamaica.
Yeah. And it's expensive.
Is it?
Yeah, it cost me in Florida $6 an ounce.
Huh?
Yeah.
For real?
$6 an ounce.
Hey, stop cutting down the Kojo root. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Carl Andel, principal of McDonald College. He was the last man who gave me some Kojo root. He said he had a lot by his place. Carl, don't cut it no more, bro. Don't cut it no more.
No, we could cultivate that thing and make money. Yeah.
$6 an ounce.
$6 an ounce.
So that's the root itself, right?
Yeah. Well, no, including
the branches and
the
leaves or whatever. Just $6. $6 an ounce.
Yeah.
Damn, Carl, we can make some money. You could give up this college thing. You could get up, start to plant Kojo root.
Yeah, or just harvest it because they have it all over the place. Yeah.
And what, you just draw it and drink it?
Yeah, you boil it as a tea and drink it. Oh.
So you're still on that?
Yeah. Actually, I was having problem urinating in the morning, and that's what helped me. Otherwise, I would have to go to the hospital and I have to push that stuff up in there.
Wow.
So I escaped that. I have no problem. I'm doing good.
You're doing good. Well, congratulations. Yeah. Blessings to the Most High.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Kojo root. All right. So what are you up to now? I know you do a lot of things. So what are you up to now?
Oh boy, I've written 10 books.
Oh really?
Yeah. I'm on the 11th one now. The 11th one is going to be dedicated to the youth. Youth, so what are you going to do with your life? That's the 11th one. But I have 10. I'm going to be launching one on financing in Bella. Hopefully, if I get Bella School, I'm trying to get Bella School. I have I've sent letters into the ministry. I haven't heard anything from
All right,
them.
so stop there. We're going to come back to that. Let's back up to the back up. What was the first one you wrote?
Yeah, it's wealth. It's on wealth, creating wealth in this system of things. That's the name of that book. And it's financial information and advice, financial advice. You know, I've been in financing for 40 years or so. So I wrote things about my experience and stuff like that.
And what started you writing books?
You know, I've been writing since I was a little boy. It's just that lots of things that I write, they end up in the garbage. But eventually, I started. I was retired, so I just started writing. So.
Is it strenuous and stuff like that?
It's very relaxing. I mean, you know, when I can't sleep, I jump on the computer. I write. You know, during the daytime, I have them to write stuff. So I just write all the time. So.
Right.
Yeah.
So you started with wealth.
Yeah.
And you went on to what?
I did another one on the immune system. I had to do a lot of research on that. And then I have a cookbook with 24,000 recipes.
What?
Yeah. But some of these recipes are not my recipes, of course.
Oh, they're not all of them.
No,
but you do have you have oil down in there?
Well, you know, you must have oil down. That's
Grenada.
Grenada.
If you don't have oil down in there, something's wrong.
Yeah.
All right, so you have oil down in there. What other recipes do you remember the top of the head that you have in there?
Well, you have vegetable ones, and you have, you know, I think you will find it from the Orient and different areas of the world.
So you'd have taken different recipes, but you would have given the people their acknowledgement that, hey, this recipe came from Jack Jones.
Not necessarily, because what I did, I bought the rights to all those recipes. So I don't necessarily know who these recipes belong to.
But you purchased the right from the publisher of the recipes first,
for this,
and put it together.
Right.
All right. These books that you've written and that you continue to write, are they printed or are they available online?
They are ebooks. You can get them as ebooks right now, but I will be doing hard copies as well.
You will be doing hard copies pretty soon. I bet the one with the recipes is going to be about the first one you do. Everybody likes recipes.
You're thinking about food.
Yeah, of course. Like, you got to think about food. But okay, so how 10? For you to have gotten to 10, it must mean that they're doing well.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not really pushing those books because it's not really a money thing for me. You know, it's that I write these books and I have them there, you know, they're available. So now I'm going to be using them as, you know, fundraising or whatever. But it's not something that it's more like a hobby on it.
He writes for a hobby and is not concerned about the money. Would you want me to be the money guy? I can collect the money and you don't have to worry because you're not concerned about money anyway.
Well, I'm going to give you an example of what we're doing now with the program that I have set up. Okay, we would be doing 2 schools in Grenada. And then I'm going on a world tour. Now, the proceeds from the schools, like one of the schools that they need a playground, not the playground, but the swing. So the proceeds from that event, the majority of the proceeds will go towards that.
Okay.
So like 75% of the proceeds will go towards that. So we donate that to the school. And they will do the same thing to the other school as well in St. George's.
Now, walk us through what your launch, is it a launch at the school, right?
Yes.
Yeah, walk us through what that is going to be like.
Okay, the one in the country, hopefully in Bel Air School.
They're both in the country. Grenada is a country. The one in the rural area.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this one is going to be an all-day event.
All day?
Yes. We're going to start 10:30 in the morning, and we're going to have some local food, oil dung, provision with vegetable provision with things like konjaks and stuff like that. I'm looking to do the bang bang. I don't know if you know what the bang bang is. It's a cassava.
I'm not even bothered with you. Now you thinking you getting on like you think I'm a 5-year-old or something.
Okay.
Remember.
Well, not much people know.
Remember, my grandparents are from Upper St. John in St.
Okay. So you know the bang bang.
I ain't saying no more.
Well, you and I will have to do the bang bang because most people ask about doing the bang
we
bang.
ain't doing nothing.
Okay, so we're going to have something like that for the breakfast, and then for lunch, we would have, but we're trying to go back to the foods that we know from like the 50s, the 60s, that people now are not really accustomed to.
Mm-hmm.
And we're looking to have something like crab bake and sauce and things. And then we'll have a cultural program. We want to have this. I have a book also on poetry. I've written. It's not completed. I have 51 poems.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do 111 to complete it. But some of the poems they will have the kids recite it. So we'll have a recitation program using the kids in the school. Then I also have a play. Hopefully we could put it on. We'll have a cultural program. And then we'll have a speech, one on things like Forex and the way people can use the internet to make money or to make an income. Not necessarily get rich, but
to sustain himself.
Reasonable income. I have a guy that should be coming from Africa that will do that speech on that.
For that date, the 30th of April?
Yes, we're hoping to get him in for that particular part of the program. And then we have a keynote speaker, and I would do the last speech. We are going to present the book, and that book is the Wealth book. So
and
that one.
That book would be instantly available online at that particular point in time,
yes,
correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Now the thing is, cost. What's the cost of that?
It's $39. Right now we have tickets already on Eventbrite, so you can see the tickets on Eventbrite. So the program we have different programs. We have a $39 ticket, and we have another ticket that's $150. The $150 is all inclusive, and then we have the lead table and stuff. So, but basically it's $39 US.
For the event at the school?
Yeah, which is about 100 EC.
Okay. Do you think that we are at that stage to where we can understand what this is and we'll be able to appreciate and to attend things like this? Do you believe that?
Well, hopefully, hopefully. I think we could. I mean, Grenadians are very wise people. I mean, so we should.
You should. Well, I really and truly do hope that you do. Just to let folks know that this is real. This is 91.9, 91.5, www.realfmgrenada.com. Speaking to Mr. Eric Matthew, and we're speaking about, well, he's among other things, he's an author, if you put it that way, and has already written about 11 books, as he's indicated, and continues to write. And he's looking to have a function, two functions in Grenada, in case you're just joining us, two functions in Grenada, one at the Bel Air Government School and one at the Springs Government School. Has indicated that he has written to the ministry, hasn't yet gotten a response, but I'm sure that he will get a response pretty soon, because not only is he looking to have the event at the school, but he's also going to donate 75% of the proceeds raised towards each school.
Yeah.
That's correct?
A project in the school.
A project in the school. So he's not going to totally finance the project, but 75% of the proceeds raised by you attending the function will go towards a project in the school for this year. Now that is extremely good. And you say are you working along with the ministry, or are you just applying for permission for the school?
I just applied for permission to use the school for that particular day.
Are you working along with any person, any group locally so as to make this event a reality?
I have the sickle cell foundation that we're working with. I have an appointment with them. It's still in the making. That hasn't been. But other than that, no.
Why sickle cell?
Because my sister died of sickle cell. And it's
a black disease, you know that?
Yeah. And so I'm looking to raise funds. And then I have a cousin in England that is head of the Sickle Cell Association or Foundation in England. And by the way, the tour that I'm doing, we're doing the 2 functions here in Grenada, then we went to Miami, New York, Toronto, England, Africa, and then Latin America, and then come back to Grenada.
Then come back to Grenada. Yeah. You know, interesting as you say, sickle cell. Grenada leads the world in sickle cell. Did you know?
No, because that's one of the things I wanted to find out. I don't have a lot of.
Let me get you to that point. Grenada leads the world in sickle cell, not in sickle cell cases.
Okay.
But in sickle cell, because the first person to be diagnosed with the disease is Grenadian and is buried in that cemetery right by the Catholic Church. First person in the world.
Oh, okay. That's
so
interesting.
You didn't know that one.
No, I didn't.
Right, now you know.
You got me there.
Right, that's why I said to you that Grenada leads the world in sickle cell. Because he was a dentist. Don't remember his name, but he was a dentist of the study and everything like that, and he was diagnosed with sickle cell, died from it, and is buried. I think they have a stone. I've never been to the site, but I think there's a stone that marks where his grave
yes,
is.
the lady, I think Miss Antoine, she was mentioning something like that to me, and she told me if I come to Surtees, I should go up and look. Yeah.
Yes, it is there.
Yeah.
There's a stone at the Roman Catholic cemetery. So that in itself is a historical monument.
Yeah, definitely.
That in itself is a historical monument. And this is one of the things, as we touch on it, that we don't sell enough. Because for that to be the very, very first person to be diagnosed with it doesn't mean that he's the first person who had it.
Right.
But first person in the world to be diagnosed with it and to have that person buried in Grenada, that is an amazing thing. So you should go take a visit, eh?
Yeah, I will.
All right.
Yeah.
6 minutes now before the top 8 o'clock hour. Now, your plan is to tour, as you say, the world. Here to North America, to Europe, to Africa, and then back to Latin America. So basically trying to touch almost every continent. Didn't hear Australia, why?
It never occurred to me.
It never occurred to you, yeah?
No,
but
I think
maybe
it's so far. Down under. Right. Maybe I'll do something.
Maybe you may think about something.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody just sent me the name. The name of the gentleman who there is Walter Clement Noel.
Okay.
I believe he was a dentist, but some or the other involved in the medical field. That's the name of the gentleman. Walter Clement Noel. First person in the world to be diagnosed with sickle cell, buried right there.
That's interesting because I still one of the reasons I like doing the e-books as well is that you could always go in and make adjustment and add certain stuff in there. So that particular book I have on the immune system. I've maybe add a few chapters in there to cover sickle cell. I didn't know that about sickle cell until my sister in Venezuela was diagnosed with it.
Mm-hmm.
And she died of it in Venezuela.
So, there ended the lesson. There ended the lesson. In our last 5 minutes, let us look at you as an author and you being an inspiration to others who can do same or maybe do things that are similar. You became an author because you like to write from the get-go, if you'd put it that way. Didn't really fashion yourself. But Okay, when you write, do you do your own editing? Do other people edit for you? What happens? Take us through the writing of a book.
These days, it's pretty easy to do the editing because the computer, the programs are there, and it does most of the editing for you. But it's always good to have somebody else edit it because sometimes you go over things and you look at it many times and you still didn't see it. So I just write. And then I go back over it over and over again and check. And if I have to do research, certain times you have to research certain material, then you research it. And even when you're doing research, you don't, especially with the internet these days, you just research one website or whatever. You research various ones because sometimes there's a lot of false information even on the internet. So. Yeah, so I just write. I mean, I get a topic and I write and then I go over it 6, 7, 8, 9 times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To make sure that you got it right.
Yeah, and make adjustment most of the time. So it's an ongoing process. It takes a little while.
It takes a while. So you basically do your own editing.
Yeah, but I write multiple books at the same time.
How can you do that?
I just do it.
Can you write a book about me?
Sure.
Do you have any information about me? No, you don't.
No, but
so how can you write a book about me if you don't know about me?
Yeah, I'd have to talk to you.
Okay, so start talking. I'm listening. What would be the first question that you would ask me, Matthew, if you had to write a book about me?
Okay, I'm writing a book about myself. I'm not writing. I don't want to call it memoirs because I don't really like that. But I started in the year I was born, 1951, and the first thing I said in that book, I said what I was told. So the first chapter is what I was told because I don't know anything about my birth and what I was born. So what they told me about that, I write that. That's the first chapter, and then I go on to progress year after year.
I don't like that caption. What I was told.
No.
I know. I want the reality.
Well, I mean,
that's what I wanted.
They tell you when you was born.
It is the reality. So I don't want the name of what I was. That sounds boring. The reality is like.
Yeah, but
or the beginning, or something like that. So what I was told. That sounds so drab, doesn't it?
Well, I mean that's what they tell me. I was born that date and that when I was conscious enough.
Already, there's a mix-up there with me because I was born on one date and I was registered as being born on another date. So then I have 2 birthdays.
Me too.
You too. There you go. I'm meeting a lot of people.
Yeah, and so that's how I progress along it.
It is Realist 91.9, 91.5. www.drealfmgrenada.com. 2 minutes now before the top 8 o'clock. My final question for you this morning is, how, outside of doing this with you, meaning Real FM, how else can we assist you in terms of making especially that event at the Bel Air Government School? Folks in that area like to call it the Bel Air or the University on the Hill. How best can we help you in making that a tremendous success?
Well, I need the tickets are on Eventbrite, but we need the word to go out. We need people to tell others about it, especially the people who've been to Bel Air School, past pupils, or they call alumni. We need to put out the word as much as possible, and support us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So whether you're gonna go in and by the way, the tickets, although we have the $39 ticket, but there's also when you go to Eventbrite, there's also a donation part, so you can donate.
Eventbrite that's available online, right?
Yes.
So just type in Eventbrite and I'm there?
I'll have to give you the link. I don't know how we could do it because it's, I did send you the link.
Is it?
It's a long.
BRITE?
Yes, EVENBRITE.
All right. Eventbrite is an American event management and ticketing website?
Ticketing.
Website?
Yeah,
I'm seeing it there. Yeah. But that's not your thing, is it? Or it's just a universal thing that other people would use?
It's universal. I mean,
it's universal, but it's not owned by you, Eventbrite. No. Okay.
No, they sell my tickets, they collect the money, and they deposit it into my account.
Okay, and then you pay them up.
Yeah, they take.
But understanding that Grenadians are not necessarily into. Well, let me see. We'll put it this way. It's not a thing where Grenadians are into going onto website to pay for a ticket to go. They're more hands-on at this particular point in time, meaning that they go to the event, they pay and they go in.
Yeah.
How are you going to deal with that?
Yeah. I did not.
You didn't cater for that?
Yeah. I was thinking of. We have some things in the making which would probably.
Yeah, well, I'll suggest that before you do it, because Grenadians are very hands-on.
Yeah.
They're very hands-on.
I know lots of people don't have the card to go in and do the purchase there.
Yeah, because that is part of the thing too. A lot of people don't do transactions online. They're more hands-on in terms of hand your money, your ticket, 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 and that's it.
I was thinking of having a few ticketing agents, like even using the supermarkets where we could put something then and let it go through that. We haven't. That's in the making, so we probably could look at that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Matthew, let me thank you so very much for stopping by this morning. I do wish you all the successes in relation to this particular event. Real FM will continue assisting you in the promotion of the event, and we look forward to you having the success that you desire in this particular one.
What I would do, I would keep Real FM updated as to whatever changes and wherever the people could purchase a ticket. We'll keep it updated, so people could always call the station if they get the updated information as one of the avenues.
All right. Well, take care of yourself. God bless you, and don't do what I wouldn't.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone.
Great.
Grenada's #1 track and field event is back. The Republic Bank Inter-Secondary Schools Athletic Championship is on Thursday, April 7th, one day only at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Come and experience keen track and field rivalry among our secondary school athletes from 9 a.m. Admission, main pavilion, $15. Secondary stand, $10. Students and children under 12, $5. It's the grand return to secondary school track and field championship and the inaugural Republic Bank Intercall. Thursday, April 7th at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. You must be there.
You asked for it and you got it. A quicker way to pay your bills online. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. No registration, no additional fees. Flow is now offering FastPay, an online service that allows you to settle your bills in less than 2 minutes. Need a receipt? FastPay will send it to your email immediately. Use FastPay now for convenience, safety, and efficiency at discoverflow.co/fastpay.
So FastPay, 2 minutes and you're on your way. So FastPay, so FastPay.
Flow is keeping you connected.
Good day, Mr. James. I'm just here looking at Grenlec's new mobile app.
Sounds great. Can I use it to check my bill balance?
Absolutely. Let me show you. Enter your account number and Grenlec access number, and that's it. You can now check your balance, track your usage, receive outage alerts, and get updates from Grenlec in real time. You can even use the app to report a power outage or a fault with a pole or street light. Add as many accounts as you want. Track your business account, apartment rentals, and Granny's account, all in one convenient place.
Thanks, Susan. I'll be telling everyone I know about Grenlec's new app.
The Grenlec mobile app. Download for 24/7 access.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive.
Color by Sissy.
Let your imagination run wild. Surround
Find yourself in a world of color.
Color by Sissons.
Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Sissons. Sissons. Express your style with Color by Sissons.
The Rotary Clubs in Grenada introduce the Good Neighbor Initiative, a program designed to assist individuals and families who require short-term assistance with electricity bill payment and the cost associated with rewiring of homes due to fires and natural disasters. If you or someone you know is in need of help, please visit our website at www.goodneighborinitiative.org. The Good Neighbor Initiative, helping individuals and families with short-term electricity bill payments and electrical wiring. One neighbor at a time.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway, St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials, including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel, and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens, and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices, or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
I'm a winner, you are winner, we are winners, winners.
It's the big one. Grenada, imagine winning $25,000 and up to 6 times by scratching just one little ticket. Get your triple cash scratch tickets for a chance to live your best life. Win easy with Scratch. For just $3, match any of your numbers to any of the winning numbers and win the prize shown for that number. Reveal a money back symbol and win the prize instantly. Triple cash scratch in stores now. Must be 18 or older to play.
Cause I'm a winner. From the moment that I get up, I'm feeling right.
Where you walk, what you say, when you talk, where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Where you go when you're walking, what you say when you're talking. You gotta be careful.
You gotta be careful what you do, how you do, when you do it. 10 minutes after the 8 o'clock hour. Almost at 9 o'clock. Don't know why. Yeah. So what did I do this morning? I was gonna go to walk this morning. I didn't get to go to walk this morning. Why? Did I get up early? Yeah, early enough. I was up like about 10 minutes to 3 o'clock this morning. Yeah. Why didn't I go to walk? Because I just I looked out the window and I saw my vehicle, and I looked at it and I realized, Andre, you haven't washed that vehicle in quite a minute, have you? So I decided, okay, fine. You know what? I'm gonna wash the vehicle. So that was my exercise this morning. So it was like that, that Chinese movie, wax on, wax off kind of thingy. Yes, I was doing that this morning. So it was an arm exercise this morning. So I got that in. And while I was doing that, then my van was, sort of a clean. But not totally, because who washes a van at 4 o'clock in the morning? 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, you washing a van. What are you going to see? I bet there are a lot of islands on the van now, a lot of areas that I miss. Yeah, and I know people are going to be looking at the van to see, when I pass by, let me see what he missed. They might even stop me and say, let me see what you missed there on that van, yeah? But I did that, and then I remembered about 3 days ago, I pulled the thingy that brings the water up onto the windscreen. I pulled that, and it's like it went to the water, to the well, and there's no water in the well. So I had to fill that. So I had filled that up. So now I could wash my windscreen. Yeah, easily. People. There's something. Oh, here's Maxine. What is she? Oh, she's bringing a cup of coffee for the guest. She's a very efficient lady. I probably have to. Do I need to pay you $5 for the coffee? Keep your coffee. Yeah. All right. So there's still a lot of talk. You know what? Go back, sit there, Mr. Matthew. I need to ask you a question. And I believe that I will be able, yes, people are seeing you on the camera as you take your seat again. I need to ask you a question. You've been in financial matters, as you've said, for a pretty long time, correct?
Lot of years.
So you know about most things in relation to finances. Do you know about things like pension and so?
Yeah, it depends on what type of pension.
Well, what is a pension then?
Pension is monies that's put into an account that you can use when you retire. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So let us look at really if I wanted to do a pension. How does that work?
You mean for the workers?
Well, yeah, of course, yeah, for the workers. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could custom make a plan for the workers, and then the workers can put $1 and say the workers put $1 and you put $1. The workers put $1, you put 50 cents, and that money goes into an account. It could be an interest-bearing account, and over the years and at age so and so, then
they get a percentage of what is there.
They get the money. Now they get the money like 65 at age 65 or so.
They get all of it?
It's matured. Right?
It's matured. So they get all of it. How is it? They get all of it, or they get some of it, or they get a lump sum, and then they get every month they get some?
Yeah, well, that's why I say you could custom make it. You could custom make it that they get everything, just like an insurance, like annuity and stuff like that. They could get everything. Or
how's a government pension work? Do you know?
In the United States, they have what you call the 401k, which you could take money out of it as well. It's the same thing that the employer puts so much, and after a certain time, you could take some of it, you could put it into, or you could just wait and just leave it there.
Do you know that we're having a big pension issue now in Grenada? Have you heard of that?
No.
Well, you don't listen to news anyway. Yeah, we have a big pension issue in Grenada. To bring you up to speed, let me bring you up to speed.
Okay.
Yeah. We have a big pension issue now in Grenada because what happened is that during the revolution, back in 79, 83, that era, they suspended the constitution.
Okay.
The PRG government suspended the constitution.
Right.
And thus, the whole idea of pension, that was suspended. And then the PRG, what they did was bring in the NIS.
Okay.
And while the NIS is good.
That's national insurance.
Yeah, national insurance, because so it's for every single worker in the island, in the country. No, that is brilliant. However, when the demise of the revolution came, the constitution was restored.
Okay.
However, the pension was not
restored.
So it has been challenged.
So what happened to that money? That
what, the NIS?
I mean, the pension money before.
But that's an interesting question.
They convert that into the
That's,
NIS.
I don't know. That is a brilliant question. What happened to the monies that was contributed to the pension before? Don't know. So we need to get to that. That's a question I'm going to ask somebody one of these days. But the interesting thing is that after all these years, remember I checked 40 years for the airport already. Mm-hmm. So after all these years, there's one lady who challenged and won. And then the union took it to court. And recently, about a week or so ago, the union won the case for the restoration of the pension.
Okay.
However, that bill, meaning monies to restore that, amounts to over $1 billion.
Okay.
You know that spells serious problems for any state in the, in the Caribbean and CARICOM. That spells a serious problem. But what happened is that our Prime Minister had spoken before and said, hey, he's willing to go along with the decision of the court. Now, in understanding that, what I understand by him saying that is that he will go along with the decision of the court. But we have to be very careful here. What do I mean? Is that one judge can sit being swayed by whatever and just make a decision. And I don't know, but I don't expect my prime minister to say one judge make a decision and he goes along with that. Does it work that way?
That doesn't make. I mean, I wouldn't say it doesn't make sense, but it doesn't. You can't just. No. I mean,
not one judge.
No.
So it means, therefore, that
you have to examine the decision that was made and see was it in the best interest of the majority. You know.
Okay. Because $1 billion for a country in the Caribbean, no.
Where you gonna get
it's
it?
like, where you gonna get it? How is it gonna be done? And as you say, it has to. The whole judgment has to be examined.
Yeah.
And it probably needs to go to.
And we challenged.
You think it should be challenged?
If necessarily. Yeah. Why not? I mean, in the United States, we go up to the Supreme Court.
Okay. So you're suggesting that the state say, hold on, let's do so and do this in the best interest of the entire nation.
Yeah, the majority of the people. Majority.
And while, yes, the state has a responsibility for public workers, but then public workers is a fraction of the people who live in the country.
Yeah.
And finding and paying $1 billion, while yes, it's good to insert $1 billion in the economy, but where are you going to get it from?
The $1 billion is still the people's money, so you have to milk the people.
Milk the people for the people.
Yeah.
So it's because it's not that somebody has to dip their hand in their pockets.
Right.
It's the people's money.
Yeah, I mean, where does government get money from? I mean, government does. We're not going to print money. Are we going to print some paper and say, hey? You don't do that.
Shucks.
You got to.
I like that analogy you just said. It's the people's money.
Yeah.
So you have to take the money from the people to pay the people. So you're going to kill the people here and then pay them over there.
Right. So we raise taxes or raise whatever, that we get $1 billion to pay you.
What do you prefer?
Doesn't make sense to me.
I think that they have to investigate this thing.
Yeah, it has to be reevaluated.
Because even the judge did say that it should go on, because there was a case before, a McQueen case before, I think. And the judge saying that, hey, the High Court should explain, should clarify this matter. So I guess that his judgment is based on what the High Court.
Yes, sometimes that's what happens.
That's what happens.
Yeah, sometimes they're just based on what was already written or what was already there.
Wow. But I tell you, I like that one. milk the people to pay the people. So put up the taxes on the people.
Yeah.
Because we want to, the government says, oh, I want to give you your money, so I'm going to tax you here on one hand and pay you here on the other hand. But by the time I finish taxing you, might die.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know about taxes. This is a different story.
That's a different story. So let's leave that. But I really appreciate that quick comment there from you. Now you can get off my camera. I know what you just distilled. You want to star in my show this morning or something? That's not very nice. Who said you could star on my show? I'm the one supposed to be starring here. Thanks again, Valentine. Good.
Who wants to save 30%? Everybody. Now more than ever, Flow understands the need to make your dollar stretch. Our new bundles can help you save 30% off your current bill. Plus, get a free speed upgrade on your in-home internet. Simply add your mobile to your current home services account and save 30%. It's easy. Sign up now and save. All on the most reliable fixed and mobile network on island. Visit a Flow store or call us at 1-800-804-2994 for more information. Flow, it only gets better. Terms and conditions apply.
The Rotary Clubs in Grenada introduce the Good Neighbor Initiative, a program designed to assist individuals and families who require short-term assistance with electricity bill payment and the cost associated with rewiring of homes due to fires and natural disasters. If you or someone you know is in need of help, please visit our website at www.goodneighborinitiative.org. The Good Neighbor Initiative, helping individuals and families with short-term electricity bill payments and electrical wiring. One neighbor at a time.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices. Call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
Where you go? Where you walk? What you say? When you talk? Where you go? Where you walk? What you say? When you talk?
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share.
As they say in the world, from one to another, from one learned gentleman to another learned gentleman, from Valentine Matthew to
Romeo.
No, Robert S.P. White. What's the S.P. for, boy?
Really want to know?
Yeah, I just asked. What's the SP for?
Sweet personality. I've been described as that. But what's on the birth certificate?
I can tell you something now. I'm happy that you were described as that.
Yes.
It could mean stupid person.
Yeah, it wasn't described as that.
Yeah, I realize.
It was on the birth certificate.
What?
It's actually Selwyn.
Selwyn?
Yeah.
Of all the names?
But why you think I'm a salesman? I go Selwyn. He's asked for my name.
The P is not price.
No, Paul.
Okay, Selwyn Paul.
Yeah.
All right, good. So, good morning, Robert S.P. White. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Great. Nice to see you. Nice to have you here. I popped a question on I don't know if you heard it because you're outside. I popped a question on Matthew here. It was I had to pull him back on the microphone to ask him the question. Can I start that question even if we're talking insurance? Can I start that question with you?
Well,
what is a pension, Robert?
I heard the description given by Eric, and it's spot on. It's just simply an organized way of ensuring that there's cash or slash money or income for retirement. Now there are a number of ways that it could be done. So the format could vary between institutions, between what the approach is different, but essentially it is an organized way of creating cash or creating an income for you after retirement. So it can be on a group basis, it can be on an individual basis, it can be, when it's a group, it can be structured that you make contributions, in which case it's considered to be contributory, because you as the person intended to receive the benefit down the road is making a contribution towards it. It can be done where it's non-contributory, the government pension is one like that.
Non-contributory?
Non-contributory.
So
no member of the civil service is asked to make a contribution towards this pension. It is non-contributory. NIS is different. NIS is contributory because you are making a contribution along with your employer. But the government pension is a very interesting one. It's non-contributory.
How does government sustain that?
Government has to be creative. You have to be creative and find the ways to be able to afford the pension. It's a big issue. It's a very big issue. I heard again in the discussion between yourself and Valentine that the cost of, because it has to be funded, and the cost is over $1 billion to correct that issue over the pension issue over the years. But let me tell you, it has been $1 billion long that now. I remember in the days of NDC, the last NDC government, as president of the Life Underwriters Association, I was invited to a meeting where, and they had other, it was not just a singular meeting. They had a number of other groups and organizations there. And the meeting was called to present to the public, interested parties, we could call them that, an approach, right, to sorting out that pension issue. So NDC did make efforts. I remember it was quite a full hall. I can't remember where it was held now, but there were quite a few people in attendance. There's a guy, I'm not sure if he was from England or the US. I stand corrected as exactly where he was from. There's a guy who came, and he was supposed to be this expert on pensions and so on, and trying to sort out the Grenada issue. And the book, the proposal was fat. So I have a copy somewhere. I can't remember where. And the other day I tried looking for it. I just can't find it, but I have a copy. Because, of course, in terms of the document, the project document, there's the historical overview, so it takes into consideration the Constitution allowed for a pension, the fact that the Constitution was disbanded under the PRG, and all of those factors were in the overview. And the proposal then to fix the pension, because it's just about money, It's about money. Could the government afford it or not? If the answer is yes or no, why or what else can be done is about
Could
money.
they have afforded it at that time?
Nope. That's why they did nothing. They couldn't afford it. They couldn't afford it then. This government, to my mind now, would have difficulty affording now because $1 billion. When our budget reached $1 billion?
Nasenberg.
Exactly. And it was sold as the mother of all budgets. Remember that too? You know why? Because $1 billion is a fantastic figure, a huge figure by virtue of our small island economy. So if you're going to spend, if you propose to spend in the budget $1 billion, that's huge. So it was for our economy. So it was promoted and sold as the mother of all budgets, and maybe it was. Now, our budget has gone past $1 billion since then. And we expect things to increase, inflation and all of that. And if the government is intended to do more, well, they have to spend more, do more. No, brother. So let's fast forward to now, and the government say, okay, fine, we're going to correct this. Well, budget is 2.something billion. Now, whether or not, and it's something I'm still trying to figure out. I need to speak with persons who probably know a little more on the approach to this. Is whether or not you are required to spend or find the entire billion in one shot. Because, well, you probably may, because there are people who would have retired already, who are entitled to a benefit, and even if they're not here, then their children.
We spoke to the estate getting it. We spoke to the estate collecting on can collect.
That is correct. So the estate will be entitled to it, and now you have to make claims. Persons who are entitled to the estate, legally entitled to the estate, will be required now to make claims on this. So, I mean, this.
When do you see us? Straight up.
It's hard. It's hard. I mean, put it this way. It is something that, my personal opinion, I'll be happy if the government fix it, if the government could find the money to fix it. Because at the end of the day, the system puts persons at a disparity, So you look at persons who got in before 83. And let me give you an example in spelling out this whole thing. So I have two clients, husband and wife. They are months apart from each other in their employment. The contractual employment date is just months apart. But here are the months. One guy came in just in 83. Well, the husband in 83, the wife in 84 or somewhere, or he 84. Anyway, it's just months apart. So guess what? He retired with a government pension and gratuity. She just an NIS. Confusion in the house. The man tell me I don't do the wife nothing, but the wife vexed with me. Right? He said only because, and he was sympathetic. He's not in alarm basing her, He was sympathetic to her reality. The fact that she is financially not as in a good position as he ended up.
Not as strong as he
Not as strong as. And it's simply because of the dates and the fact that he started to work before and was contracted before and so. The same age, mind you. So they retired. They retired just around the same time. And retired to completely different realities. It is a difficult issue, Andre, and it is, let's take the politics out of it. Because really, this is a problem for whoever is in office. So let's take the politics out of it. It is a very difficult issue. Could it be fixed? Yes, because money could fix anything. I could build a bridge when you wanted to do it from here to Carriacou. Money? That's my fact. That bridge could reach St. Vincent. Money. Right? So it can be fixed. The question is at what cost? And when I say what cost here, not what is the cost in terms of finding the money, but what else will be affected and to what extent will it be affected with respect to the rest of government's ability to do other things?
Matthew put it, milk the people to pay the people. Because the only way government gets money is from taxes and so on. That's how government raises revenue. So milk the people here on this hand and pay the people here on this other hand. Yep. Is that what it is?
It is simple. Now, we could go beyond that and say the government could be creative, but it may not be an immediate fix. Because the more money you inject in the economy, the more money the government may recover in taxes and so. Mm-hmm. But we're not speaking about 2 pence halfpenny.
Yeah.
We're speaking about a lot of money now. So if you're talking about the government collecting in revenues and other taxes and so, $1 billion plus, because now you have to collect what historically you've been collecting, and now you have to collect an additional $1 billion. Now you know how much money you have to invest in the economy so that the government will get $1 billion in taxes.
But not only that, Robert, we can look at it in this vein. It is like you're asking the government, okay, fine, all the money you collect in 2023, you're not going to spend any of that. So then you have no healthcare, no nothing, and no fixing the roads and nothing.
And the question is that reasonable? That's not reasonable.
That's not reasonable.
No. Life has to continue. Everything has to happen at the same time. and everything happening at the same time means you need to find a lot of money. In this particular instance, as of now, $2.something billion every year. Well, $2.something billion soon, not every year, but
soon. But then that's not going to be easy to do.
I wish I'd be around for the time when this could be a breeze for our economy, but we are a small island economy, and it is not easy. It is. I mean, how we got here again is another challenge, but the reality is we are here.
We are here.
Yeah.
Final question on that. The situation is, and that the Prime Minister did say, hey, I'm really truly not going to challenge this really, the court decision. However, one believes that he was speaking to the fact that, hey, I cannot go if the court says X. I, as an individual, as a government, we can't go against what the court is thinking. However, Robbie, if you have a judge, who is one person, and that person makes a ruling that could eventually send any nation into a tailspin, do you leave it right there and go along with that person, or do you say, hey, let's go to High Court or something like that?
Well, that is a difficult situation for any prime minister to be in, right? Damn if you do, damn if you don't. Because if one says, you know what, I want to look at the bigger picture. Let me take this to the High Court. Then the political side of things now. Oh, you don't care about the country. Not the country, about the people. You don't care about the small man. And it's amazing how the small man is fodder. It's fodder. All right, it's all about the small man and the poor man and so. Now, if you do and say, okay, fine, well, I am prepared to abide by the ruling of the judge, and I have to find the money, then it is still a challenge. Okay, let me tell you something. These same people who will jump up and clap when, okay, we get pension and things, so don't pay them in 2-3 months. You're going to have confusion. March and placard in the street and all that kind of thing. So this issue can topple any government. But let's look at another angle. Let's assume that we are seriously deciding on how we're going to do this. Then we probably might be able to put a long-range plan into place, because you don't have the money now. What can be some of the characteristics of this long-range plan? All right, so we can't pay you now, but we're going to pay. And if you don't live for the next 20 years, we're going to pay to your estate. Because remember, even when the government think of fixing the problem down the road, people are still retiring. People ain't going to stop retiring. Every year you are retiring. So that is adding to the bill, right? Under this, the construct of the new, well, not new, but the restored pension, it's adding to the bill. So we have to take into consideration the current liability as well as the future liability of this decision. So what does the government do? Or what can the government do, in my opinion? One, probably look at a long-term settlement plan, because we can't pay everything now. Let's look at what can be some of the characteristics of it. Is it only going to be every month I give you $20,000, $5,000, $100 as per your retirement income? Or can we do a matching or a hybrid where you're going to get some cash and you're going to get some shares in some some national institute? Let's take Grenlec can be one. Grenlec is a whipping house, right? And maybe, just maybe, that might have been one of the reasons why the government started to buy back Grenlec. I don't know. I'm just thinking loud.
Okay.
Right? Prime Minister, if that wasn't so, then probably get an idea there. Right? And what other institution do we have?
That's viable.
That's viable. And that we can give the public shares in. Because if
Spice gas, or is it?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if the government owns this 100%.
Okay.
But if there are sufficient institutions that are sufficiently capitalized, that are sufficiently profitable, and the people are prepared to wait for a long while. Now, what that does to me is It may not give the immediate recipients of the pensions, the people who are immediately entitled to pension, it may not give them all the monies in one lump sum, right? But it may create the opportunity for them still enjoying some part of it, and their kids. It now create generational wealth. That may be one side of the argument. Because, Andre, if I am entitled to it and I die before I get all, and the government still owes me, what does it do? This ownership is transferred to my estate, and my children and maybe my grandchildren might be able to benefit. So let's say the shares in Grendeck, for example. So the shares in Grendeck pays a dividend, and it's so far it has been a profitable company, and then I die. Then this is automatically transferred to my estate, and my children benefits. So my grandchild, who is probably now 2 years, I didn't say I have a grandchild 2 years. I don't meet me in the street and ask me about a 2-year-old grandchild, right? But I'm using a hypothetical situation. My grandchild, who is now 2 years, might be in a position to have, when they are 20, 21, some benefit in an institution that is profitable in a way that they can now be guaranteed every year X amount of dollars. It might help with the education. It could help with the general upkeep. It gives them ownership in a national health. It might just be one of the biggest spread of national ownership, right, in the history of Grenada. I'm just thinking loud. As a matter of fact, I didn't think of that before I come here. I'm sitting down here now.
Because I just popped into you anyway.
Right, and I'm thinking that might be. So it's okay to say we're under pressure because it's the truth. It's okay to say if we think of paying that, it could mash up the economy because that too is the truth if we look at paying now. But could we find a hybrid situation where we can meet that obligation to our civil servants? We can do it over a particular length of time. We can do it by giving ownership, right? Maybe hybrid in that some people get some monies now, because I would propose that people get some monies now, as small as it is, that they know they're entitled and they're getting something, all right? And they have shares.
Would you propose, Robert, that the government goes ahead and accept the ruling of one judge? This is just one person in the picture.
I mean, there's something. The Prime Minister has a lot of authority. Mm-hmm. You know how much times the Grenadian or Grenadian reality has been influenced by just the decision of the Prime Minister? Mm-hmm. When he stand up in the cabinet and say, we're not doing that, because he has that power, the Constitution give him that power. Now, we probably don't hear what's in the street because cabinet keep yourself quiet and they are duty bound to not come out and say, well, we didn't agree enough, but the Prime Minister, and he has the constitutional authority so to do. The judge has the authority as well. Yes, we can challenge it. The question is, should we, and what are the, remember I said, this is damn if we do, damn if we don't. So either way the wind blows, coconut tree can fall. Right?
Left or right.
Either way the wind blows. The question is, do we have enough props to prop up the coconut tree?
That's another story, another time. I mean, give you all your messages from one guy called Elvin Alexander. Mm-hmm. You know that guy?
I think I do. Tila?
No. Elvin Alexander.
Zingo?
Oh, that's...
The madman?
He's saying, first thing he said, is this Robert Gray? I guess he's not.
Zingo, behave yourself. But the question, the short answer, yes.
Second thing he says, put a special tax on lawyers and their fees. I don't know how you believe that's gonna raise $1 billion. Then increase the taxes on beers, cigarettes, and rum. Okay, Zingo. Paying bonds plus what can be paid. Okay, Zingo. Mm-hmm. Then he laughs at something. I don't know what the hell he laughed. Oh, he laughed at when you mentioned about grandchild. That's when he did laugh. And the Cynthia Bartholomew, who's based in Baltimore, Maryland, to be exact. Great ideas, Mr. White. Good conversation.
Thank you.
Right.
And thanks to Zingo as well. Madman.
Let's continue our conversation that we had last week. And I must say that I just looked at my phone And the answer to the question that was asked by a mutual friend of ours, the answer to that question is no. You were not banned from the program. It's just that, what happened last week? We didn't invite Ryan. What happened last week? And what happened again?
I don't know.
Ryan, we do apologize. No, you're not banned, and definitely we're gonna send you in next week. We can bring him in. Next week. Bam! Yeah, with a ban. But we were talking last week on how do you claim.
Yes, we did.
Especially in a vehicle accident.
Well, no. Last week we looked at how do you know what is necessary to put forward a claim on a life insurance policy. What are all the documents you need to provide and all of that. Today I want us to now look at when there's an accident. How do you claim? Remember, we're talking claims now. The claims process. So we look at life, look at accident.
You got 12 minutes. Let's hear you.
Okay, so you're driving down the road and you collided with some other vehicle. Now the first thing that you'd want to do is make sure you and or the other person is okay. I see people quarreling at the scene of accident. I think that is absolutely unnecessary. The accident don't happen already. No amount of murder so and so or effing this and that or then could cause you to unbounce. You don't bounce already. I had a situation where one time in Archibald Avenue, I was driving and a guy was approaching me, and his space looked as though there was enough space. Well, it was right around by where Skipper Clouden lives.
Yeah.
So his vehicle parked on the side there, right? And I don't know what you see with his vehicle parking there, the road wide enough. But it's just that, we kind of, and I'm saying we because none of us stopped. Neither me nor the other driver. Well, he challenged me, figured that the obstruction was on my side, so I had to stop.
That's a whole little bit garbage, you know?
Yeah, well, no, the law says so.
Not the law.
But so our mirrors touched. It was a minute touch. You barely hear like a click, like when a cricket ball take a thing on
like an edge.
Yeah.
And the keeper catch it. And they had to go to the review to see if it did take.
I stopped. That was illegal and correct thing to do. And I went back to him, right? And I said, bro, is there any damage? Right? The man come out of the vehicle and afterwards I realized he wasn't such a big fella. Right? And I'm saying that to say he looked at Hawkless when he come out. First he come out like a badger. Right? And you gotta stop! And he start quarreling and I say, okay, but are there any damages? What kind of question you asking me? So I ask him, is that an unreasonable question? You mean I really shouldn't ask you that? Or tell me what I should ask you then. Right? Then he started to base down. Eventually bounce me. When I say bounce now, I ain't talking about the collision. We get a hand talk.
Yeah, you
say,
get that
partner, don't worry. Hand talk and
Oh, really?
Yes. Because none of the vehicles damaged. Yes, the mirrors touched. They have not been broken. You can't even see a scratch on them. Right? It was that minute. But he went off on a tangent. Now, had I tried to match him, right? Now we're fighting for nothing. Because the way he come out, I tell like Hercules, that is not unnecessary. And I give that example to show that that is not necessary. When there's an accident, it don't happen already. What you have to look at is, okay, what are the steps? How do we handle this? So let's assume that the both vehicles bend up and they lick up, and it's not a little clip that's how these two mirrors touch. You call the police. Why is it necessary to call the police? Because invariably, this somehow claims will be filed. And if claims are filed on your insurer or the other person's insurer, whoever it is that is liable to pay, they will want a police report. They will want to make sure that what you're saying is what actually happened. They will want to know that the law was there present. They will want to know that the information that is given is coming from a source that is unbiased. Right? Because when I bounce you, partner, I right, Right? Or when we bounce, I right. You in the accident still feel you're right. Everybody right when an accident happened. So they want to make sure that the information comes from a source that is credible. That is the police. Now, if you do not call the police, you could find yourself in a spot of bother, especially if man say, I will repair, man, don't worry, because I hit you from behind. So don't worry, I'll sort that out. And next thing, man go home, and the partner said him, but you stupid. Or your wife say, well, how you go and fix that now? And the stove gone, and remember you plan to buy the television, and all of a sudden that man mouth change. because he can go home and sleep if he ain't buy that television that he promised to give the wife. So he makes a decision between my comfort and this man repair. You see me? I can't take anything in years, so I buy my wife the TV. I mean, it might sound like a way off kind of analogy, but I have been in this thing long enough to know what has happened. So you call the police. Yes? The insurance company says do not accept liability on the scene of the accident. Well, do not accept liability full stop, whether it's on the scene of the accident or not. There's a reason why. And some people associate that with, oh, the insurance company don't want to pay. No, it's not that. It's far from the truth. You have an insurance policy because the insurance companies know that at some point in time they have to pay claims. Insurance companies exist to pay claims. But why do they say do not accept liability? Because one, some claims could be very technical. And you as a layman do not know the intricacies of claim settlement and legalities and all of that. You do not know. You're not an insurance expert. Right?
But you know you're wrong.
Yes. Even if you can say to the company, because there's a report that you have to do, they ask you, in your opinion, who was at fault. It's okay when they do that to say, I was. If you instruct them then that you're at fault, then they treat the claim as mine showed is at fault. But at the scene of the accident, because there's certain, when you say I am wrong or you accept liability there, you are binding the insurance company, not just you. You are binding the insurance company in ways that you do not know where this is going. So even when it appears that I wrong, because if I hit a man from behind, Andrew, I could be right, you know. Yes. When a bossman pull off in front of you 2 seconds before you're about to pass him, right? And then he stopped 2 seconds after that because somebody stretched a hand and he didn't see them before. When you run into him, are you right or are you wrong? The jury is out on this one, but I know one guy who went to court and was given right. He hit from behind, and the magistrate said the bossman was wrong given the circumstances. Excuse me. But ordinarily, that man would say, okay, I hit you from behind and I'm wrong. But it depends on contributory factors to the accident and so. The bossman contributed to the accident as much as the driver of that vehicle run into him. But it was deemed that the bossman made a greater contribution to the accident by virtue of how he stopped. And there were sufficient witnesses to say yes, to back up what the driver of the vehicle behind, the man was saying, including witnesses on the bus.
I ended up in a scratch. I wouldn't even call it a fender bender, it was a scratch. Traveling down the western side one evening in the Samaritan area, and I was about to overtake a vehicle in front of me, of course, about to overtake the vehicle. And just as I did, about 100 meters away or so, was a corner, and a bike came around the corner, battled the hell. So I had to cancel
the overtaking.
Mm-hmm. But I had just gone on the bumper, right, just outside of the bumper of the vehicle. So I had to abandon overtaking. So I abandoned and attempted to pull back behind the vehicle. The driver of the vehicle in front saw what happened and stopped.
Yeah. So you didn't have the space now.
She did not give me the space.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
well, you can't fault her, because she, in terms of her initial reaction, saw what's happening and realized if she proceeded at the same pace, she would have put you in a spot of bother. So
right.
She chose to stop,
Not realizing that I was cognizant of what I was doing.
Well, she would not know that.
No, she's supposed to know. Anyway, so I came out. It was the merest of scratches, but there wasn't a dent. Came out and says, "Hey, I'm sorry. I'll have to fix your vehicle. So, would you like to go to this garage or that garage?" And the vehicle was about less than 2 months old. New vehicle.
People ticklish at that point. If you say, "Oh, Galapui," is a different thing.
The lady was like, "No, I'm gonna take it to Hubbard's. That's where I bought it. I'm gonna take it to them to fix it." So I'm like, "Okay, let's do a document here. You have some paper, you write it up." Me? I ain't had no paper.
Yeah, well, I told you how people behave when there's an accident.
So I had to go back. I found a piece of cardboard in my vehicle, and I wrote
Stone Age man.
Stone Age man. And I wrote and I signed, and I gave it to her. She accepted it, read it, and accepted it. Didn't change a word in it. And remember I said that didn't change a word in it. And accepted it, and we said good night. Wasn't very pleasant. We said good night, and she went away, and I went away. Well, 3 months later, she sent a message to me by a means that wasn't good at all. That I owed her $350. It was amazing, eh? Top Cat probably would have used some touch-up paint and that and thing, but $350, she was paying. She was, at that particular point in time, she was a magistrate. I say no more.
Yeah, well.
And she didn't even have paper that I could have write down.
Well, no,
In her vehicle,
you still
and I can't say no.
You can't
But
fault her.
No, I ain't faulting her, but the bag was right there. The bag that she walked in, that was right there. You telling me in a paper and your pen.
If that wasn't the bag, she keep the paper and the pen. The woman had 25 bags. That was the one she was just going out, which is Sunday. Was it Sunday?
No.
I worked there?
Yeah.
She forget that bag in the office. I know. Anyway, things happen. So we speak of do not accept liability. But you want to be honest on your claim form. If you figure that you're wrong in the accident, say I was wrong. Because that helps to uncomplicate things otherwise.
What you have just done, Robert, what you've just done, and we're out of time now, but what you've just done is educate the entire population listening to us right now. This statement about do not accept liability, because everybody thinks it's a negative thing not to accept liability. Or, as you said, insurance don't want to pay, so they tell you that. Not realizing that you can go to the insurance and say, hey, I was wrong.
Yes, you can. And you should if you were wrong.
And now, I put it this way, I feel proud. Please, don't let me have an accident. But I feel proud to be able to do something and say, sorry, boss, we had an accident, but I can't accept liability. The insurance, and so call the police and insurance get involved in it. And I feel different now because I didn't know this thing about do not accept liability. I didn't know that.
We still have a couple of other things, but if we're on that time, then we'll continue on that same topic next week.
When we invite Brian.
When we invite Indian Picks.
He's listening.
Yeah.
Oh, just as a side note here, thanks, Depo. He's given us information this morning. And he's saying compliments our good friend Brenda Batiste. Good morning, Brenda. Yesterday's history, the National Insurance Board of Grenada, Carrick and Petite Martinique. And that should not be of Grenada, Carrick and Petite Martinique. It should be
Grenada.
Of Grenada. So, yeah. Well, the NIS Tingy came into force on the 4th of April.
1983. So it is what, 39 years?
Oh no, it's
39
years.
Yeah.
4th of April, 1983. 39 years ago. That's when.
And I didn't celebrate it. Well, maybe 39, not a major milestone. Maybe 40.
Maybe 40. They might do some celebrations at 40. They might do that. But I think that they should have a good celebration thingy, don't you think?
Yeah, they should. I mean, NIS is still a fantastic thing. It is still relevant. Will always be relevant.
Be prepared, Robert, that based on whatever happens at the end of this, NIS could be challenged there.
Yeah, but I tell you what.
But that's the reality.
You know, I still maintain that NIS is still one of the better ideas that have passed around with respect to providing a pensions for persons and so. Because there are persons, Andrew, if you're not with the government, so you're not with the civil service.
What are you with?
How do you take care of pensions? Not every company, let me wrap up that very quickly. Not every company has a company pension plan. You know, as a matter of fact, there are companies now who defer to NIS. I know owners and managers of a company who say to me that I pay NIS for staff already. That is a pension. Right? And I don't think, quite frankly, that dispenses, or that approach sufficiently dispenses your obligation to your employees as a business owner.
But in the recent, scheme of things, NIS can be challenged.
Another day, another idea.
Another day, another idea. Thanks, Bobby.
You're
nice
welcome.
having you. Ryan, you're back next week, and we continue the discussion on claims.
Yes.
As it relates
Yes.
to claims.
Vehicle accident. Well, we go continue on the vehicle accident, but we still have other claims to do.
All right. Take care, sir.
Welcome, buddy.
This is Real 91.9 News. That's next.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the